What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Stacks once again. We are here in week number 7 for the United Sim Football Association. Let's get back into it. It's been a while since we got everything rolling, but here we are, ready to get things kick started. You know what I'm saying? I'm hyped. I hope that you're hyped as well. A lot of things happening last week, including the away team that you see there on your screen. They took a nasty fall there in their first loss of the season to the expansion battalion of New Jersey on the road. So they'll be meeting up with the second of the two expansion teams that we have here in the Toronto Wraiths. So they'll take the trip from New Jersey to Canada for their first try across the borders. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. We'll talk about them when we get to halftime, but should be a fun matchup as always. I got pretty much everything ready to go. I just got to go ahead and restart this thing on my side, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some actions. Let's get week number 7 started. Let's get into it. Best of luck to everybody this week. Should be a fun ride as always, as it looks like it's going to be Charlotte on the return, and he looks like Vic Dotson will take that closer to 30. Let's go ahead and get this thing set up here. We'll see if the offense of Charlotte learned what they were supposed to learn from last week. Definitely a weird game nonetheless, but they're going to go ahead and throw it short to Doc Boone, going to turn up and reach out for the first down, and it looks like he does have it. The referees will call it good there. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming for the big homies. Nice catch there, reaching out for that one, but we shall see what happens here as they move to the strong guy formation, getting closer to midfield after that first play. And they're going to go with the run play this time around. There goes Doc Boone pushing forward, rolling on top of a few Wraiths, but he's going to pick up 6 for his second touch of the game. And he's stumbling, but he's going to get back up. That's what he do. He just keep on moving forward. And it's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. Got a lot of beef in their O-line, but they're going to go ahead and throw it and pass and caught. There goes big homie Kai Coco, slicing through the defense. And I think the offense, they got what they're supposed to do. That's going to be a quick touchdown for Charlotte. Across the middle, the safety, bad angle, and then it's all she wrote there for number 14. You can't do it any better. He's been doing it all season long. He's in the top 3 in regards to receiving yards going into this game. Kick is going to be up there, and it's going to be good. And we are back into it, folks. Let's go ahead and keep it moving as always. And it's going to be setting up here as we see Toronto's first crack on offense pretty soon. I already know Charlotte's pissed off after what happened last week. They only scored 10 points, and here they are already past halfway of that point from last week. Right now, they already got 7, so they only scored 1 touchdown last week. They got their first touchdown out of the way, and I think this is kind of what they expected last week, but here they are 5-1, still a very good record, the number 1 team in the East. And we shall see what Toronto does. They're currently in the number 4 seed, right behind Pittsburgh. They're going to play again this year, so watch out for that game. Should be a fun ride, but this one appears to be kneeled down. Let's see what the big homies in Toronto will do. They're at home. They've done pretty decent at home from what I've seen, but it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Jim Carr, the former Pittsburgh Roughneck, leading his way onto the field, going to be handed off to Austin Wilson, who's going to push through and gets to the 30. Going to make a 2nd and 5 coming. Austin Wilson trying to do his thug thizzle. One of the top 3 halfbacks. Is definitely a good matchup between 2 of the better halfbacks in the league. Austin Wilson from Toronto, Doc Boone from Charlotte. as they're going to give it to him again, who's trying to find a hole, but he's going to meet up with number 91, Shane Knox. And now it's going to be a 3rd and short situation coming up here for Toronto. Let's see if they could get something going. Single back. Will they keep it on the ground? Yes, they will. And the defense almost had him, but looks like the young halfback uses blockers to perfection and gets him just enough to keep the drive alive. And 3 straight runs is a good one. They're going to be first down coming. We'll see if that play action comes into play. But right now the run game somewhat decent here, and they move back to another jumbo set, but this time's out of the shotgun. And they will keep it on the ground. 4th straight run, and he's going to get pushed back after he gets past the 40. They'll mark it at the 42. Here comes Toronto getting close to the midfield. Handoff again, and he's going to break free, going to pick up the first and a little bit more. Mr. Wilson coming out with a strong game today. It's going to be first down coming. Single back. Will they keep it on the ground? No, they will not. Here's the play action. Jim Carr's going to go ahead and run straight into a sack. There goes the former Voyager, Cliff Allen, with the play. And it's going to be 2nd and 16 coming up. Nice job there by the Charlotte defense. First time they tried to pass. No good. No good right there. But now they're in a passing situation now. Exactly what Charlotte's looking for, to get after that quarterback. Almost got caught off sides, but not to be. And they're going to give it back to the big homie. Actually, it's going to be Braxton McFadden, the former Dragon, getting into the mix. And now it's going to be a passing situation here. We'll see what Jim Carr can draw up here on this one. Hopefully everything's looking good for you guys. It's been pretty smooth for me up to this point. We got another game tonight, so make sure you watch out for it. It's going to be Jim Carr throwing it, looking for it, man. Throws it short, and they're going backwards. And it's going to be Charlotte rallying to the football. And it's going to be a stuff right there from the Season 8 Eastern Conference champions. And we'll go ahead and talk about the teams coming on. The players coming onto the field for Charlotte. Let me just go ahead and bring up the Season 9 numbers. I should have had this up before I even started the game, but it is what it is. We're going to make it right as we see this one sent out of the end zone. That's not the end zone. That was out the sideline there, but nonetheless, we got ourselves a good game here. Charlotte's going to come back onto the field with this offense. It's going to be Hank Falco in year number 5. Looking to get back in that quarterback of the year race. He's top 5 in passing yards. Doc Boone, I believe he's leading the league in rushing yards, if I can remember. And he's looking to keep that crown, as it's going to be a pass across the middle and caught by, guess who? Kai Coco. And he's going to take it past the 40 to the 45-yard line. Kai Coco is one of 4 wide receivers here. They also have Jim Bob, Tom and Clementine, and MJ Witten. They also have backup halfback Pablo Sanchez. We'll see if he gets into the mix. Tight ends will be Hex Waters and Vic Dotson, who's currently leading all tight ends in yards, as they throw a left side and going to be almost catch there. Coco couldn't hang on through traffic. Pretty good defense there. Going to be 2nd and 10 here. And then kicker / punter will be Jake Parkey. And we'll talk about the defense here for Toronto, if you don't mind me doing it. But 2nd and 10 coming up here. Going to be sending big homie on the motion, looking for a man. Going to take off and throw it. There goes Vic, who's going to try to push forward for his first catch. Hank Falco already over or right at 100 yards. Going to make it 1st and 10 coming. Now, defensively for Toronto, they have 3 D linemen. They have Lee Flowers, Andre Krim, and Matthew Owsley. Linebackers will be Alan Otero, Dexter Hall, Yogi Barr and Michael Brown. As we're going to see another drop back, looking to launch it at midfield and caught. There goes Tomlin Clementine to the 15. And Hank Falco's in his bag right now. Going to make it actually 1st and 10. As it definitely going to make 1st and 10. But cornerbacks will be Lawrence Sands, Thor Brown, Kevin Uribe, and Tyler O'Steele. Safeties will be Tomlin Justa and Mitchell Lott. Free safety and strong safety respectively, as they hand it off to Doc Boone, is going to fight through and gets past the 10, gets to the 9. A gain of 7 on that play. Only 2 carries so far for him, but he says he wants to turn up a little bit. See if he can get back in that end zone. Doing very well this season, in my personal opinion. Here comes a weak eye formation. And they're going to pass out of it. Throws right side and caught it. Coco. He's going to get in again. Number 2 on the game. And he is looking like an early start to the team of the week. Charlotte's on top 2 scores. Kick will be good there, and we're going to go ahead and keep it moving as we talk about the Toronto offense coming onto the field. Is going to be quarterback Jim Carr, who is, I believe, in year number 3, if I can remember. Austin Wilson and Braxton McFadden will be the halfbacks, number 22 and number 23 respectively. JoJo Tidwell Jr., Darren Eliason, Spike Tillman, and Aiden Keown will be the Toronto wide receivers. Tight end will be Dusty Rooks. Kicker / punter, David Washington. So that is going to be the offense there. And we'll talk about the Charlotte defense coming onto the field. It's going to be Shane Knox, Tyree Wells, Todd Ziegler, and Bryce Zerns there on the D-line. Linebackers will be Cliff Allen, Aaron Jacobson, and Maddox Cash. As we see the return here, taking it out of the end zone is Keown, and he's going to get hit as he passes the 25, but it should be a -10 on the yardage there. Take it to the 12. Cornerbacks will be Caitlin Montaigne in year number 8. Ricardo Lopez, Pac Truscott, and Chris Sheen will join her in that cause. I'm about to say linebackers. But the safeties will be On Brand Mold, Kenny Bombard, and Lakota Sentawakua, who's doing pretty good in tackles. I believe he's top 10 in tackles, doing a great job. As there's a flag right now, throwing on the run is going to be caught, but he's going backwards, and there should be another flag half a distance to the goal, and that is going to be 1st and 16 now, down to the 6. Faking the handoff, they send the blitz, but it doesn't get home. Middlefield, and that's going to be picked off. It's going to be number 41. That's Ricardo Lopez taking it down, and it's going to get to the 11. And the defense stands solid again for Charlotte. It's starting to get ugly here for Toronto as we see a pass again, going to throw it middle of the field, and that was almost picked off. But Tomlin Clementine's going to come through and push into the touchdown, and pending an extra point, Toronto will have to pass the sticks. Yogi Barr almost had his first INT, and it ends up turning into yet another touchdown here for Charlotte. Hank Falco on pace for about 12 touchdowns in this ball game if it keeps going like this. Kick is up and good. And I said it before they scored their last touchdown. They're playing pissed off, and Charlotte is putting it down on these young bucks here. There's a lot of veteran help on here. Andre Krim is there. Dexter Hall is there. Thor Brown. The receiving core is pretty deep in regards to the veteran side of things, but Charlotte is not playing games here tonight. In this one, I'm about to say tonight, but in today's game, that's just ridiculous. But we'll see what the home squad can do here as the first quarter is not even over yet. They still have another 2 minutes, and Charlotte's already hitting the 20-point mark. We'll see if things change here as we see the kick from Parkey. Back to a strong guy formation here for Toronto. And they will keep it on the ground. A big hold there for Austin Wilson, who's cracked the 35-yard mark. Going to make it 1st and 10. Handoff again. He's going to bounce it to the outside, and he's going to get hit in the backfield there, but he does get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to make it 2nd and 10. Going to be sitting in the pocket, throws it right side, and that's no good there. Going to make it 3rd and 10 coming up. Passing it short and caught, trying to get the first, but he's going to get it knocked out as he was trying to reach, but he did hit the ground first. That's going to make it 4th and 1 coming up here. Toronto, I mean, they could try to go for it here. It is 4th and 1. The run game has been pretty decent, but they're looking to see if they could get something going on a more effective drive. Going to see the punt. And it's going to go backwards. Will they get a bounce? They got a decent bounce, but not the one they needed. And that'll send it back to Charlotte here. As we end quarter number 1, get an outside look of that beautiful, beautiful field here in Toronto, Canada. Toronto, Ontario. And we'll flip the field. Let's get back into it, folks. Best of luck once again to both of these teams. Is going to be another pass. Looking for a man. Looks right side and caught. There goes Hex Waters, who's reaching out for the first, and he's going to pick up about 8. Getting out of bounds with that play. Going to make it 2nd and 2. Looking for a man. Taking off to run chase down, and they're launching it deep in the middle of the field, and that was almost picked off trying to get it to Kai Coco. Interesting there. Going to make it 3rd and 2. Third and 2 coming up, and they're going to pass it again. Looking for a man left side and going to be caught. And there goes Kai Coco again. You could tell by those armbands and the black arm sleeves and the gloves. Big money there for 14. He's having himself a day so far, and it's going to make it 1st and 10 again at the 43. And they're going with the Wildcat now, opening up the book a little bit as we see a run. There goes Big Homie. He's going to break free, but that's going to be unfortunate there for Charlotte. Is more than likely coming back as he was able to find that hole. Pablo Sanchez, the GOAT, with the mess up. Unfortunate there for Charlotte. Would have made it 28-0, but they'll make it 1st and 15 now. They're going to give it to him again, and he's going to have a little bit more trouble this time around trying to find some yards. He's over 15 so far on 3 carries. Going to make it 2nd and 12 coming. Will they keep it on the ground? No, they will not. They're going to throw it right side to Vic, who's going to hang on to it. Didn't get that many yards, though. They're going to get back to the original line of scrimmage before the penalty. Here comes 3rd and 10 coming. Going to be passing it again, looking right side, and going to be incomplete, trying to fit that in towards MJ Witten, and the Toronto defense stands tall for the first time in this ball game. We'll see the offense come back to life, but Charlotte, they could pretty much do what they want to do at this point because they have the 3-score advantage here currently. We'll see Mr. Parkey on the punt. See if he could get a bounce, and it does bounce, and he got it to the 1. I thought it hit the line, but the referee said that it was just the point that was over the line, but the tip of the ball hit the ground inside of play, and that's going to set up Toronto at the 1-yard line. Might be a little controversial. I'll let a few people know to replay that, see if I was tripping, but hey. That's where they marked it, and it's going to be at the 1. It's going to be a hit, but he gets away with the juke move, and that could have been a lot worse than what it looked like when we actually seen it, but it's going to be 2nd and 6 coming. Passing it, looking for a man in the field, tried the in and out route, not to be, and as you can see right there, 2 for 5, 7 yards total, and the interception. Not a pretty sight. If you're a Toronto fan, we'll make it 3rd and 6 coming up. Charlotte is hell-bent on making a statement today, get that point differential back up. And is he going to make a quick adjustment? They send 5. It doesn't get home, but they're going to be deflected there from Montaigne. Didn't need to make the big play, just the play to give the squad some real good field position, and it's going to help them out. 4th and 6, should see the punt team coming. Going to be returning here. Montaigne was the one that stopped that drive, and she's going to take it inside the 40. So Charlotte's looking pretty here up to this point. We'll make it 1st and 10 coming. Gonna be passing it again. Gonna move. Gonna get hit as he throws. Doc Boone was in the area, but that's going out of bounds. It's gonna be 2nd and 10. Single back. Doc Boone there. Pex Waters and Vic Dotson on the line. Will they pass from it? Yes, they will. Looking for a man to throw to left side and caught. And I think I know of a guy named Kai Coco who's just dismantling this secondary by himself. Is going to be 1st and 10. He's already over 100 yards receiving, and he's looking real nice. First and 10, they're going to stretch it, looking for a lane, makes one man miss, and gets inside the 15 down to the 13. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Hand off a big hold there, and he's going to push forward to get close to the first down mark. They're going to mark him short. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. Got a bunch at the bottom of your screen. They're going to look for another handoff, and it's going to be enough for the first down as Doc Boone moves to the 5-yard line, trying to get another touchdown. Not quite there, but nonetheless, can't be mad at the results. It's going to be 1st and goal coming. Hand off and going to get tackled in the backfield. There goes number 99, Lee Flowers, taking them down. They're going to make it 2nd and goal. Shotgun set again, almost offsides and not to be. Going to be a handoff, pushing forward and just using the strength to get a few yards there. Going to make it 3rd down coming up. This could be a passing situation. It could be a running situation, but that's the beauty of the Charlotte offense. There's weapons everywhere, on the outside, in the middle, in the run game, through the pass. I mean, you could honestly go whichever way you want to, and it's a pretty good chance as they're going to look towards Vic, but he's going backwards, and once again, that is an unfortunate turn of events as Vic does pick up his 3rd catch of the game, but the pass kind of led him away from the end zone. Kind of want to lead him a little bit further out, but it is what it is. It's 4th and goal. Bring the field goal team out. Charlotte looking to make it 24-0 by the foot of Jake Parkey. Kick is up from the left hash, and it's pretty easy there. I don't remember the last time Jake Parkey missed a kick. I don't think he's missed one all season long, but regardless of that, it's going to be 24-0. Toronto getting the football back before the half. And honestly, they need some points. Sending this one away, going into the end zone. A beautiful day in Toronto, unless you're a fan of the Toronto Wraiths, as we see Vic Dotson pick up that tackle, stopping Aiden Keown at the 20. We'll see this offense hit the field again. Handoff and looking for a hole, looking for to find one. Gonna get past the 25. Nice job there from the big homie Wilson trying to pick up his game. It's going to be 2nd and 3 coming up. Kenny Bombard already with 4 tackles on the game. He's on pace for a real good one if he keeps it up like that. Gonna make it 2nd and 3 here. High formation, and they're gonna fake it here, trying to go play action. Jim Carr's looking, 360 no scope, right side, and gonna be deflected and almost picked off. As these passing lanes, they're about as close to non-existent as I've seen in quite some time. The secondary for Charlotte making it look easy. There's always a body around, as it's gonna be 3rd and 3 coming. And they're going to fake the handoff here. They left Braxton open. Will they throw it his way? Yes, they will. And he does have enough for the first down. Easy route coming there. And the big homie is going to reciprocate it. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Honestly, nowhere else they could have thrown it to, because everywhere else looked locked up. As it looked like Charlotte was looking to stop all the deep stuff. You know what I'm saying? As we go I formation again, they're going to hand it off, and there is bodies everywhere. Tyree Wells says, stop running towards me. You're not going to get it done. It's going to be second down. As we hit the 2-minute warning here. Going to be passing it again, looking right side, and going to be caught. There goes Darren Eliason getting into the mix. Going to make it first down coming. Passing it again is Carr, looking short right side and hit immediately as he makes the catch. It is going to be a gain of 2, but once again, as you can see, there are bodies wherever Toronto catches the football, and is going to make it 2nd and 8. Going to be passing it again. Protection's breaking down middle of the field and caught. Going to be caught, and he's going to take it to the 82. Sorry, the 82. Number 82 takes it past the 40. And here comes the first set of life here for Toronto. Can they get it done within these within this minute and 15 seconds? Aaron Jackson and Milano there with the tackle. No huddle set here for the Wraiths as they look to fake the handoff. The blitz trying to get home, and he almost got to him, and it's going to be almost caught there from Darren Eliason. The jump ball probably is best that he could probably throw it under the circumstances. He's going to make it 2nd down. Midfield, and going to be off of the foot of Eliason and almost into the hands of a Charlotte defender. That's going to make it 3rd down coming up. So far, the offense is trying to find their way to get back into the mix, but not a good look here. We're going to take off and going to get stacked. Hitting the wheel, the wheel. I keep forgetting what it is, but that's a good move there for Shane Knox. The wheelchair, that's what I was thinking of. As that's going to be a stop. Charlotte's not calling the timeout. Surprisingly, see if they could give themselves another chance on offense, but Toronto will send it away, look for the pin. And it looks like they will find the pin inside the 10, make it the 9. And it's going to make it 1st down coming up for Charlotte, already up 24-0. And we'll talk about what's happening with the advertisements at halftime. You know how we do. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Let's get into it. Stretching it left side, cutting up, using that speed, and drag down right at the sticks. That should be the last play of the first half. Let's get into it. And that will be the end of quarter numero dos. As we got ourselves a game here. Well, we had ourselves a game. Not to be. It's going to be from the 1-yard line. Going to be returned past the 20, dragged down before he could get past the 25, but they'll mark him there at the 25. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. High formation coming. Right up the middle, trying to get the run game going. He's going to get past, well, almost past the 30. They're going to mark him down at the 29. 2nd and medium coming up here. Charlotte's defense allowed only 28 yards in the first half. That is just wild to even think about, but we're going to keep it moving here. 2nd and 5 coming. And it looks like the right tackle is the culprit there, moving a little too quick. Going to make it 2nd and 10 coming. Handoff up the middle, pushing forward. Once again, getting past the 30. Well, getting past the 30. You're going to make it 3rd and 3 now. Handoff, looking for a lane, going to find one barely. Tyree Wells bringing them down. There's going to be another 1st down coming up. Let's see what they can do. Over 5 yards a carry for the big homie. I guess that's why they're using them so much, but they're going to need to get that pass game working if they want to get a victory, because the run game can only do so much. As they go ahead and fake it, they're going with the play action, throwing it right side. Is going to be caught barely. Actually, no, this said they didn't get his feet in bounds. Going to make a 2nd down coming up. Handoff and finding a little hole to get past the 40. Another gain of 4 here. 3rd and 6 coming up here. Going to be passing it, looking for a man, taking out to run, and Bryce Stearns is going to bring him down for the sack. And that is going to stop this drive here. 3rd sack for the team here for Charlotte is going to be 4th and 14. Number 2 getting it done. I love his drip too. We got the black sleeves, but he got just a half sleeve. You know what I'm saying? He's keeping it subtle. That's going to be 4th down here, sending it back to the Charlotte Royals, who has the 24-point lead. Their first attempt on offense in the 2nd half, as we see a good return there from big homie Montaigne. She says she's got plenty of good years in her. Her twin sister Rebecca in St. Louis said that she's going to hang it up. She says she's going to hang it up after this season. She says she doesn't need to do anything else now. She wants to get back into the mix for a potential ring. But it's going to be 1st down and 10 coming up. Looking for a handoff. It is going to be Doc Boone, who's going to fight towards the 35. He's going to be a couple yards shy of that and pick up another 4. Looking for a man, going to throw it right side. It's going to be caught. Pushing forward, but gets stuck is Vic Dotson. A great tackle there from Lawrence Sands. Now it's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up here. Vic Dotson leading all receivers, no matter position, in catches. So he's about sure-handed as they come. As it looks like Charlotte's going to move towards a wildcat to try to pick this 1st down up. The last time they tried it, it was a good play, but it was also a penalty. As it's going to be pushing, he's going to get stuck. And it's going to be number 97 getting into the mix. Matthew Owsley stops the play. And the Toronto defense makes yet another play here. Going to get this football back. Going to be sending it, bouncing, and bounces into the end zone. Unfavorable roll there for Parkey, but I'm sure he's not mad at it. He's going to keep it pushing. It's 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff here, going back to Wilson, who's going to push to the 25-yard line. Going to make it 2nd and 5 coming. Going back to the ground again, who's trying to fight for the first, and he's going to make a solid play. Over 80 on the game. I'm sure he'd like a touchdown to complement those stats. A pretty good job nonetheless. Going to make it 1st and 10. I believe he's around like 5.5 yards a carry. Going to send Aiden Keown on the motion. Expecting the pass here, but yeah, they're going to play action it, looking for a man. His card's going to immediately take off to run, and he's going to go ahead and cut up and run straight into big homie Shane Knox, who wanted sack number 2. Not quite quick enough. Going to make it 2nd and 8 though. Faking the handoff, and he's looking for a man, launching it deep middle of the field. They're gonna be picked off again. It's gonna be Pat Prescott this time around. He's turned up past midfield, and he's gonna get hit right at midfield. And the passing attack not happening here for Toronto. Handoff. There goes Doc. Boom, with a big hole, and he's gonna push past the 40. And there is a flag right at the end of it, as there's an illegal block in the back. Kai Coco having himself a really great game, but not a great penalty there, as they make it 1st and 8 coming up. Going to be handing this one off, pushing forward, runs through a man, but he's going backwards. So went from a gain of about 12 to a loss of 2. Shotgun set. Going to be looking towards Vic, who's going to get yet another catch. Not the splash plays, just picking up what he needs to pick up, keeping the offense ahead of the sticks. Going to make it 3rd and 3 coming up. Haven't seen too many splash plays there from Vic recently, at least within the last 2 or 3 weeks or so, but he's not pressed as long as the team keeps winning. He says he's just going to do what he needs to do when his number's called. You know what I'm saying? Looking for a man again. They're going to throw it to Vic, who is going to catch it and roll for a short gain. Just enough for yet another first down. That's going to be catch number 6 there for the big homie, Vic Dotson. Only 32 yards, but he's doing what he can. And you see right there, he sticks those broken arms out. He's going to bring it in. And the drive continues once again here for Charlotte. Looking for a lane is Doc, who's going to push towards the 35. They said he's a yard short of that. It's going to be 2nd and 7 coming. Going to be passing it, going to throw it short to Doc Boone, who's going to make the catch, reaching out for the first, and I believe he got it with that extra push. And number 1's going to get the job done. His 2nd catch for 17 yards total, and he's going to make it 1st down coming up. So far, so good. If you're a Charlotte fan, as the drive continues, they're inside field goal range. They want a lot more than that. Gonna look, send some people deep, gonna throw it left side. It's gonna be caught there by Clementine already with a touchdown, and he's been stepping his game up too. It's Simon Clementine throughout the weeks here. He's coming along as a nice compliment there for Kai Coco on the other side, along with MJ Witten holding down the middle. We'll see if that continues on throughout the season. It's gonna be 2nd and medium here. And they're going to go ahead and give it to 25, Pablo Sanchez, who's going to get close to the 20. And that is going to drop us to the end of quarter number 3. Throw your 4s up just because you love me. Let's go ahead and get it. It's looking right side. There's going to be another pass to Vic that leads him away from his mark to be. It is going to be yet another catch for him, but he isn't getting the yards on that play. Unfortunate. Going to make it 4th and 3. And that's going to be, actually, it's going to be Doc Boone. I didn't even see it. I'll see it on the replay, but great job on 4th down. And they keep the drive alive. Whoa. Passing it here, looking left side, is going to be caught once again by Coco. Going to make it 2nd and 7. Going to be passing it again, middle field, and caught. There goes Vic, who's going to try to reach out for the touchdown, but he is going to pick up a 1st down. 1st and goal to be exact, as Vic Dotson's going to catch his 8th catch of the game, and is going to make it 1st down again. Two tight ends set. Toronto's loading up on the D lineman. They're going to pass it. Going to throw that one away, as there may be a flag there. Actually, there's a roughing the passer called there on Dexter Hall, trying to get after Hick Falco. There's going to be 1st down and goal at the 1. Gonna send a man in motion. Gonna stretch it to that side. Gonna cut in, and there goes big homie Doc Boone for the score. He's gonna run straight into the wall like I forgot what that quarterback was for the Redskins back in the day, but he finished a touchdown and he just rammed his head into the wall and stuff. That was ridiculous. But great job nonetheless there from the big homie. Kick is going to be up to make it 31-0. I didn't have to look at it. I know it went through. It's going to be 31-0 though. And we'll see what happens here. Gonna be sending this one away to the end zone. Taking a pass to 25, there to the 27. He's gonna make it 1st and 10 coming up. Single back formation. Should see a lot of passes here from here on out. The short pass is going to be good, getting past the 30. Jim Carr 7 for 16, 48 yards and 2 picks so far in this ball game. Going to be passing it again. That's going to be a 1st down move. And that's going to keep it moving here for this Toronto offense, trying to get something going. Don't forget, we only had one blowout, shutout up to this point. And that was towards, I forgot who that was. That was Arizona who got shut out. And now Toronto's in that same realm, as that is going to be a drop there from number 82. Going to make it 2nd and 10 coming. Passing it again, looking for a man middle of the field, and that's almost picked off again. That time it was number 21 right there. 3rd and 10 coming up. And who is number 21? Let me double check. Number 21 is Lakota Sentawakua. He almost had INT there. Shotgun set, 3rd down and 10. Going to pass it here, looking middle of the field, and that is going to be picked off. It's going to be number 50, taking the pass to 40, and that is going to be a bot interception there. A rare one indeed, but they have 0 catch. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 for Charlotte. Should see a lot of the run game coming forward as they stretch it to the left side, and Doc Boone's going to get taken down after a short gain, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. Short drop back, looking for Vic. He's going to make the catch, going to pick the 1st down up, and that's going to get him closer to 10 so far on this game. He's been picking up a lot of catches, just over 50 yards in this one. Going to make it 1st down coming. Six and a half minutes left in the 4th quarter. So far, so good for Charlotte. And they're going to go ahead and stretch it again. And they're going to roll over number 54, Dexter Hall. And they're going to make it 2nd and 5 coming. Handoff. There goes Doc Boone, pushing past the 20, leaning over and picking up the 1st. As the drive continues here for Charlotte, just working the clock to their favor. I'm going to make it 1st and 10 again. Nice job. Bunch formation. But they're going to pass out of it, looking for a man middle of the field, and that's going to be almost picked off the tip. Going to make it 2nd and 10. Handoff. There goes Doc, who's going to try to stretch it to the outside. It was an inside run play, but he's going to get dropped in the backfield. 3rd and 11 coming up. Going to be passing it again, looking right side towards Vic, who's going to pick up catch number 10. And that's going to be the 3rd time this game where he has a catch where he just does not have the ability, well, not him per se, but the routes, not giving him the ability to turn up field, give him that extra yards. But it is what it is. Another 10-piece there in the books there for Big Homie. On pace for about 100 and some catches this year. The kick is up and good. 34-0 here for the Big Homies in Charlotte, looking to get their 6th victory of the season. We shall see how it goes from here. We'll see if Toronto will have the ability to not be the 2nd team to get blown out or shut out this season. sending this one away. And Toronto pretty much have one more chance on offense. They're gonna make a first down coming up. Looking with the screen pass, trying to get through some blockers. He will pick up the first, getting to the 40, and is going to make it 1st and 10. Passing it here, looking middle of the field and going to be caught. Trying to get that pass and completion up there. Going to make it 2nd and 8. Dropping back, looking middle of the field and caught. Darren Eliason with the catch inside Charlotte territory here, as they're going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Not quite in field goal range, but they're moving closer. Passing it, looking left side, and going to be incomplete, trying to fit it to Spike Tillman, who is yet to have a catch this game. Going to make a 2nd down coming up. Looking for a man to throw it to, and is the wide open Aiden Keown going to take it to the 25-yard line. And Jim Carr trying his best not to throw his 4th interception. Chooses the wide open man there. Going to make it 1st down. And that's going to be a flag there. Take it back to the 30. 1st and 15 coming up. Looking middle field and going to be caught by Darren Eliason inside the 20 as we hit the 2-minute warning. Toronto moving closer and closer to a potential score. We'll see how that goes. Middle of the field, and that was almost picked off. Going to make it 3rd and 2. Pass it left side, going to be almost picked off at the end zone. Great defense again. It's going to be 4th and 2. Going to make it 4th and 2. And they're going to keep their offense on the field, but they're going to move backwards with it. Do they keep their offense on the field, or do they go ahead and kick the 3, ensure that they don't get blown out or don't get shut out? I keep getting them confused every time. I keep thinking shut out or blowout, but looks like Toronto will settle for the 3 here. Don't blame them personally. They want to avoid that if they can, and that's going to be all good to go. And they will make it 34-3. Looks like as we're doing this game right here, there is a trade that just got publicized. I will bring it up just to make sure that I got it right. It's going to be returned here from Vic Dotson. Is going to look for a lane, going to take it to the 25, to the 26, and is going to make it 1st and 10. Should see nothing but runs from here on out. Looking, throws the right side. It's going to be caught. They fall in bounds, so the clock continues to roll. Good awareness there by the young tight end to make sure that the clock keeps ticking. Don't need to hold the game any longer than they have to. Got the weak eye formation. And they're going to go ahead. Might be another one of those stretch plays. Yes, it is. Going to take it to the left side. There goes Doc, who's going to push forward and gets the 1st down. We're close to it. And they should probably have one more play, and we could go ahead and take this one to the bridge. We do have one more game tonight, so make sure that you do not miss out. It should be a fun ride as always. We'll talk about that after this play as we go ahead and set up another strong eye formation. Actually, weak eye. Actually, might be a stretch to the other side this time around. Let it rock. You know what I'm saying? Looking for a lane. There goes Doc Boone, who's going to pick up some more yards. He's going to get 80 yards there on the game. But we'll go ahead and see if we could talk about the stats in a little bit. But make sure you come out tonight on Twitch. It's going to be Huntington Beach at Pittsburgh. So don't go anywhere, folks. We got games going all the way through the week, and it should be a fun ride as always. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get onto the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates, all the good stuff. And it just reminded me that I did not go over any of this stuff. But yeah, shout out to the GSB Gold Standard Basketball, the ECFL, the League College Football League. There are collegiate affiliates. Make sure you show some love to Goals as well. And also our 2 sponsors at Dubby and at Paladin. Dubby is our official energy drink for the league. And Paladin, if you need any software help for your business, no better place to do it than there. But we'll go ahead and wrap this one up here. It's going to be final score 34-3 in favor of Charlotte. They moved to 6-1. Toronto will move back down below 500. 3-4 will be their record, and it's going to be a fun ride here as always. Sending it out, going to be 3 turnovers there, 3 bad INTs thrown by Pittsburgh's quarterback Jim Carr. Definitely not going to make it on the team of the week for obvious reasons, but we'll go ahead and go over the stats like always. Gotta check something real quick, but as you can see, 2 quarterbacks on 2 different spectrums. Hank Falco, 3 touchdowns there. Jim Carr, 3 interceptions. Over 240 yards for Falco, barely cracking 120 there for Jim Carr. So, and you see right there the completion percentage, that tells a whole nother story as well. Almost 80 there for Falco. Didn't even crack 50 there for Carr. Longest pass was 55 yards, I believe, to my boy Kai Coco. We'll see him in a little bit. Longest carry today was 12 by Austin Wilson, and it looks like the big home right here, Doc Boone, 21 for 80, 1 touchdown. Austin Wilson, 15 for 81. Braxton McFadden, 2 for 6. Pablo Sanchez 1 for 3, Jim Carr 1 for 2. Then that's all the rushing stats there. Thank you for the wait. Looking at the receiving stats here. Darren Eliason 4 for 46, Austin Wilson 4 for 17, Aiden Keown 2 for 30, Braxton McFadden 1 for 3, Spike Tillman with 1 drop, and he's the only user with the drop. The longest catch was by Aiden Keown's 21 yards. On the other side, looks like Kai Coco and Vic Dotson led the way in catches, 16 between the two of them, and it looks like over 170 yards between the two of them. Great job. Kai Coco did get the TDs though with 2. Tom and Clementine, a solid game there, 3 out of 40, well 3 for 42, and 1 touchdown. Hex Waters with 2 for 11. Doc Boone 2 for 17. MJ Wooden with 2 drops. He's going to want to turn up next week, get that taken care of. But Kai Coco led the way with the 55-yard reception. You know what I'm saying? Defense-wise, Lakota, he was all over the field as always. Going to be, Lakota, 8 tackles there, all over the field. Great job from him. Kenny Bombard with 5, Shane Knox with 5, Tyree Wells with 4, Ricardo Lopez with 4, Bryce Stearns with 3, Cliff Allen with 3, Chris Sheen with 3. I was like Pablo. Pack Drescott with 3. Let's see, Maddox Cash with 2. Pablo Sanchez, the halfback, gets 1. Arn Jacobson gets 1. Vic Dotson gets 1. And Caitlin gets 1. Tackles for loss, the 2 strong safeties gets it done here, along with Shane Knox, each getting 1 apiece. Cliff Allen, Bryce Stearns, and Shane Knox each get a sack on the game. Great job. Ricardo Lopez and Pack Drescott each get an INT. There was a bot interception, but we don't care about those. Pack Drescott with 3 pass deflections, a great game from him. Ricardo Lopez with 2, Lakota Sensa-Wakua with 2, and Caleb Montaigne with 1. No forced fumbles or anything like that. And that's all the defense there for Charlotte. On the other side, Yogi Barr with another stellar tackling game here with 15 there on the game. And I believe he has 2 of the 3 biggest outputs in regards to tackles this season. A great job nonetheless. At least from the linebacker side of things for sure. Looking a little bit further, 15 tackles there for Yogi Barr. Thor Brown gets 6. Mitchell Lott gets 4, and it looks like Dexter Hall will get 4 as well. Matthew Owsley with 3, Lawrence Sands also with 3, Alan Otero with 3, Michael Brown with 3, Austin Wilson with 2, Lee Flowers with 2, Braxton McFadden with 2, Tom Wanjusa with 2, Tyler O'Steele with 1, and that's all the users there. Tackles for loss, Dexter Hall, Lee Flowers, Lawrence Sands, Alan Otero, Michael Brown, and Yogi Barr each have 1 tackle for loss. Sack-wise, there were no sacks by anybody on this game. And honestly, did I say Krim? Did I say Krim? Krim is a no-show in regards to the stats. Unfortunate set of affairs there, but we'll see him next week, of course. Mitchell Lott there, 2 pass deflections. Lawrence Sands with 1, Yogi Barr with 1. And looks like no fumbles or anything like that here for the rest of the players on defense. Kicking wise, looks like they're both perfect. No misses. I love games with no missed field goals. Jake Parkey was perfect though. He may be the leader for kicker for the team of the week. If any other kicker does better than that, then that's pretty stellar. But David Washington there, he made his only kick at the late part of the game of 39 yards. Jake Parkey had 1 for 30. Punt wise, looks like David Washington led the way, obviously because he had more punts. 5 for 225, 2 for 117 there for Parkey, and the longest punt was from Parkey for 61 yards or so. He's looking pretty good on both sides. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I normally split up the kicker and punter, so I don't think Jake Parkey will win that unless someone else does better in the kicking side of things than him. You know what I'm saying? So good job there nonetheless. Vic Dotson averaged 25 on the dot there in regards to kick return yards. Aiden Keown 3 for 70. Punt return wise, Caleb Montaigne 2 for 23. No other 2 for 33. I'm sorry, and no other punt return stats here But that is going to close out this ball game here, folks. Like I said before, we have a game tonight, so join me on Twitch for Huntington Beach at Pittsburgh. Should be a fun ride between two of our top teams, and it's going to be a fun ride here as always. Don't go anywhere. It's your boy Stacks, and we're going to keep the games rolling. Let's get to it.